Hey everyone, Imran Web Squadron. Hope you're okay. Loads of work yesterday. Got disturbed a lot as well. I'm sorry about that. Got disturbed quite a lot. But I would say a good, 7 hours straight was finalising a cabin booking website where we had a few issues. So I was using the WP Hotelier plugin, which I have to say it's a neat little plugin. You do have to pay a bit more to get the Stripe payment gateway, and if you want to do certain types of bookings. But hey, the client knew that. But hey, Eddie. But yesterday there was a major issue with the fact that because the client's website is on GoDaddy, when we moved the website from staging to production, the problem with GoDaddy is they have a WordPress managed solution. Now, if your client goes for a WordPress managed, hey Eddie, you are the first one. If your client has one of those GoDaddy Deluxe hosting packages and it's got the managed WordPress, GoDaddy installed their own caching system, right? And the trouble was that even though I was with them for nearly an hour and a half, doing a chat to say you need to remove that off the website, because what it was doing was it was affecting the Stripe bookings. If you try to book via Stripe, the first time you click it, it fails. The second time you click it, it passes. And I said, no one's going to like that. No one's going to like that. Hope you hit like, by the way. Hope you like, by the way. So it was a showstopper. It was a bit of a showstopper. And GoDaddy were like, oh no, there's no caching. And I went, there is still caching. I can tell you now, there is still caching going on. No. Anyway, I got in touch with the W Hotelier developer, Benito. I got to go hats off to him. I even offered to pay him to say thank you, and he didn't want payment. And that's how honest and great he was. He did something which basically meant that no longer was any of the GoDaddy caching going to work. He added something in to the PHP. And that was it. But GoDaddy, they were going, oh no, there's no caching. There was clearly caching going on. I feel like saying that I refuse to work with anyone who has GoDaddy. There's a part of me that wants to say I refuse to work with anyone that's got GoDaddy or Bluehost hosting because they are always problematic. And you can do an amazing website, but their hosting or what they do in the back end can literally screw up or mess up the flow or the checkout or something. And it really irritates me because it becomes your problem to fix and sort out. Do you know what I'm talking about? But it wasn't your problem. It's the hosting problem. And the fact that you then have to go and find a solution is so irritating, which is why I have this thing about GoDaddy and Bluehost, right? It's irritating as heck. You can build an amazing website, but their inbuilt caching system and the way they operate is, and believe me, if you've ever built a staging, if you're using the GoDaddy staging, get ready for a world of pain because it fails a lot. Right, Eddie, you've said how to move the website. So with GoDaddy, it was just a case of you just go make the staging, overwrite the production. It gives you the setting and you do it. By the way, though, before I did that, I made a backup of the original site and a backup of the staging site using all-in-one migration. So I've got them just in case the minute you do that, everything goes bleh. If that had happened, I could have gone into the production site, reset it, and then added in the full-on backup. Oh, absolutely, Eddie. I mean, to be honest, Eddie, the problem we have, though, is that if you start a conversation where you say to a client, Google Search Console, we can't verify ownership of the website because now we have to add a text record into your domain. Huh? Your emails won't work because you moved your domain to another hosting provider and your email was with the original provider. So now we've got to add in an MX record into your domain. Huh? Your hosting has got some hardcore caching which stops the cart and checkout from working. Huh? Do you know what I mean? All you're going to get is lots of hums. Hope you hit like and subscribe, by the way, if you are watching. So there's always been this ongoing issue with whenever we work with a GoDaddy client, and I want to be able to say we refuse to work with GoDaddy. You've got to move to a different host. But the trouble is, though, clients kind of go, but GoDaddy's fine. And you look at them and go, well, yeah, because you were just using their basic GoDaddy builder or whatever. Right, Desi Marketer, I'm going to answer your questions now, right? Because I was doing my thing. Elementor, checking this box will disable a main error. Yeah, so Desi Marketer, so I have found I do not need to, hey Pickstar, I have found that I do not need to tick and everything is okay. There's a lot of people that would still tick, hey Carapos. So because the way I find it is that I leave them unticked and I can still, the entire website will use my global colors and my global font. It will. And to be honest, though, the way that Elementor have set that up, it's a little bit misleading with how it's set up. And what some people have found is that you could tick it, but it could still affect your global colors and font. I have just found, and a lot of this goes back to when Elementor version 3 came out, there was major issues with global colors and global fonts. I have found I don't tick. However, I know a lot of people that do tick and are absolutely fine. My simple answer is just make sure you have set your global colors and your global font and then go with what works for you. It sounds ridiculous, but just make sure you've got it done. You got your global font, you got your global color, right? By the way, Pickstar, we can see your comments. All right, everything's coming through. Don't know what happened yesterday. Your comments came on when you said hello, and then they almost disappeared. I don't know what happened there. SEO Web Design Guru. Hey, I like that title, SEO Web Design Guru. SEO Web Design Guru. I would love to know, what plugins do you like to use? I like to use Rank Math. What do you like to use? Assuming that you're using plugins or whatever for your WordPress. Assuming you even use WordPress, mate. I don't even know. I don't even know if you're male, female, gender neutral. I don't know. So SEO Web Design Guru, I'd love to know, do you have a tool of preference? Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Yes, I mean, I'm trying to remember when was the last time I had you on here. When was the last time you were on here? That's the funny thing about Pickstar. I remember seeing some stuff at the beginning and then it went quiet. But yeah, I'm planning to record a pretty hefty big video on the weekend. It's going to be about installing and using Bricks, version 1.5, building a 3 or 4 page website. Quite funky. I'm going to try and make it interesting, the website, not just your bland header, image, subheader, icons. I'm going to try and make it interesting. Then the blog pages. Then WooCommerce as well. Your product archive, your single product template. Then we'll also look at the SEO aspect of it. The optimization scores and all of that. I want to try and create a start to finish kind of website tutorial. If the video feels like it's too long, I might split it up into like 4 or 5 videos, and then I might still release a mega big one. So if you want to watch the mega big one with everything, go for it. If you want to watch the individual ones, go for it. And that's just because You know, I'm still an Elementorist. My website's what I built, Elementor. However, I really want to test it out. I really want to put it through its paces with, if you do all of this stuff, you got a blog and you got WooCommerce and all of that, do you still get the high score? Because with Elementor, I know that, you know, once I start adding stuff in, right? Once I start adding stuff in, I've lost my train of thought here. I've got to have auto-optimized, WP fastest cache, right? Asset cleanup. Can I get away with not having to use all of those now? Right, let's just check the questions that are coming in. Hey, Carapos, I mean, like, I'd love to, you know, Carapos, email me, info@websquadron.co.uk. Email me with what you did, your steps. I'd love to see it. Rank Math, yep. My fave 2 SEO. Sitekit, yep, that is a great one to have. Especially if your clients or people want to very quickly get the analytics without having to log into Google Analytics. Absolutely. Okay, you're moving to pure Gutenberg. That is interesting. Is that because, like, I would say, though, that for me, I feel like Gutenberg still has a way to go, even with all the add-ons, you know, the new stuff, quickly and all of that. But do you feel like for the types of websites you build, by the way, I don't know what your skills are, and you're probably going to be really talented with coding and stuff, but do you feel like it's going to satisfy you and your clients? Eddie, right. If you want to move a website from one host to another, this is a pretty simple one. Either the host already has the facility, like SiteGround, they provide it, or what you do is, so let me just give you an example, right? Okay, old website, new website. No, sorry, let me do it the other way around. No, new website, old website. Both of them do an all-in-one migration, export both of them. So you got backup copies of the old and the new. Then what you do is on the new one, you reset it and you import. Yeah, Raheem, you're calling me.
We're going to collect Mum's car now.
Okay, take care, all right. Make sure you take a glass of water with you. Hey, Mark. So all-in-one migration is one of my favourite ways to do it. Once you've exported this entire file from the new one, you go to the old one. I would recommend you use the plugin WP Reset and reset it. Or if you got access to the host provider, you go in and delete the entire WordPress because it will still have, and then under the domain install a completely brand new one. And then whatever was here, the export, you import here. And it will import the plugins, the settings, the files, the usernames, the passwords, everything. Right? That's how you want to do it, Eddie. And it's never failed. It's never failed me. Hey, David. By the way, guys, everyone, when I'm talking, sometimes I ignore the comments because I'm focusing on my conversation. But sorry if I say hi after you've joined. So Mark, David, I saw you pop up earlier, but sorry if I'm late. Kenneth, have I tried out breakdance? No, and I'll tell you why. I'm getting used to using bricks, playing around with it, getting my head around it, because, you know, when you're so tuned into Elementor and then you're working with a different interface, I don't want to now do Elementor, bricks, and breakdance. Eddie, if you're using the SiteGround solution, however, all-in-one migration plugin, free, you install on both, and then after you've done it, you uninstall them. Pickstar, what I wish for would be a video where you go more into depth, details, the lost bits which people don't think at. No start. Yep. Well, that's what I'm gonna try and do, Pickstar. I'm gonna try and make it a stylish website. I just gotta think about my layout, get my assets, you know, images and stuff. Yeah, David, I would have said that I am the old website and my son is the new website. I'm going to transfer all of my annoying habits into him. Yeah, WP Reset, like SEO said, is flipping amazing. If I know I need to overwrite a website or it was built and we need to do a full-scale makeover from scratch, WP Reset is so easy. I mean, it's like you install the plugin, you go to a setting, you type the word reset, you hit it, and it's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's like, what, seconds? It is seconds on what it does. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, though, I think that I'm going to mess up my head if I start to look at breakdance as well. And at the moment, I have to be honest, like the bricks guy, Thomas, he did say to me that, he's looking for, I told him I'm going to do a big video and he was like, oh, he'd love to see that. And I feel like there's a personal touch there, which I really like. Have you? So Pickstar, you know that Ask Mike one. Have you worked on it more now? Have you developed it further? Hey Docketies. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah. Oh, does it reset to WP Core? Well, all I know is it's damn good.
Decking boards are now here.
Come here a minute. Come here.
But
No, come here a minute. You're on camera. Come here. Come here. Why are you wearing the bicycle helmet?
Mum said I have to because I'm going on my bike to ride.
Oh, you're taking your bike with you? I'll let you guys decide on that. No, front of the garage. Sorry, I'm having about 4 different conversations here. Right. What's my favourite host? SiteGround. I like SiteGround. I tell you why. You pay more for SiteGround. However, the customer service, the technical knowledge that the SiteGround people have is second to none. I was with GoDaddy for nearly 1.5 hours yesterday because client's website, their managed flushing thing was affecting the cart and checkout. It was basically almost like a showstopper. They were like, oh, no, it's not happening. We've cleared it for you. I went, I'm not talking about clearing the cache. Remove your installed flushing, your managed solution. I can't get rid of it because it's not a plugin, but it's built in. Oh, no. There's no caching. It's caching. And they did not have a clue. I had to go to the developer of a plugin who then worked out a solution for me. Mr. Gecko, how you doing? Absolutely, David. I think I would love it if in 5 years' time he starts to get really interested in web design and stuff. I'd love that. Yeah, very good point, Docketies. Yeah. I have to say, though, I mean, I've never spoken to Thomas. I've never had a video call with him, but already I like his approach. I like his personal touch. Don't worry, Pickstar, about saying hi to everyone, okay? Don't worry. I think we can all assume that the moment you appear on here, there is a virtual hi going around the world. Right, just double checking some emails that have come in. Oh, what's this? Oh, no, ignore it. Sorry, I'm just deleting. Oh, wow, I've just had an email. I don't know why I keep getting Ocean WP emails. They got a discount. I strongly recommend that you don't use WP Ocean. No, Ocean WP. I really do recommend you don't use Ocean WP. To be honest, Eddie, you could just use the free version. I don't want to rain on the parade here, but you could just use WP Reset for free. You could just use it for free. It's actually really good as a free plugin as well. Hey, Worth to Worth Nation. Hey, Iraz. Hey, Iraz. Have we spoken before? Are you freelancer, web design agency? Do you have a favorite page builder? So today, I'm hoping we can kind of close off. By the way, Mark, I saw your reply. I have already asked a developer about, is there another solution for the one we would like, but I've got a feeling we won't. But I've asked them anyway. I'm hoping they get back to us because he is a good developer. We are... What was I going to say? I've got to play around with bricks a bit more today. I do have to play around with bricks a bit more. I'm just trying to formulate my... Sorry, it starts on this page. My strategy for the videos and how I'm going to record it. Not how I'm going to record it. What am I going to cover off? And it's going to be very similar to how I do Elementor posts. But I'm just thinking about, shall I cover off this then or shall I do it later? But the bricks video I'm hoping to record, I'm hoping I can get it out on Monday. I'm hoping I can get it out on Monday. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Guys, can you just talk amongst yourself for 2-3 minutes? I've just had a delivery. My wife's gone out. I've just had a delivery of some decking boards. I've got to make sure they put them in the right place. My wife's gone out. Just give me 2-3 minutes, right? Yeah, Elementor focusing on hosting. I agree with that, Carapos. I don't like it. Yeah, and don't forget to click like. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I've just had a delivery. 3 minutes. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, no ads. Basically, I'm extending the decking outside, and rather than me building from scratch, I've just ordered some pre-built decking boards, and what I got to do is build a base, and I can put the panels on, which, believe me, is going to shave off about 6-7 hours of time. Believe me, it will shave off a load of time, and it means that I can just Probably get it all done in an hour. Right, okay. Right, sorry everyone, because I had to shoot off. I had a decking board delivery. Iraz, can I ask you a question though? Right, I'm just checking what Iraz has said. I'm glad you're liking the content. To be honest, Iraz, I mean the parallax effect will depend on what you want to show. How many items do you have? Number one. Number two, to be honest, scrolling effects. I've done a video. Can you go look on our channel and type in parallax? I've done about 3 or 4 videos for parallax. So I've got tutorials on that. Mark, does anyone ever trigger an automated email when yeah, so if anyone can just answer Mark's question there as well. We're thinking Zapier. So if someone makes a purchase on Stripe, can we immediately send the email of the purchaser to MailerLite? I know, Eddie. Do you know something? We don't have any statistics, do we, for Elementor Cloud? What I would love to know is how many signed up, how many are still using it? Because that's really telling, isn't it? Or how many people stopped using it or got a refund? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I do worry a little bit about where is Elementor going because I feel like I don't know. And if you remember, me and Paul, we were quite vocal about the whole Stratic. Like, where's it going? Where's this going? What's the end game? Like, we know what happened to Thanos in the end game, right? He got totally clobbered. But what is the end game for Headless? Where are we going with it? Yeah, Iraz, can I make a suggestion? Just because you can do parallax affecting, don't use it unless you really have to use it. Yeah? It's like just because you got a car and you love your car, you don't fit a spoiler on it just because you could. Would it work? Would it look good? Would it actually make it look rubbish? So I would say think hard about, do you really need it? Or could you just get away with some motion animation or whatever? Does it really need it? How long is the client or the audience going to spend there playing with this effect or sit there watching it? So think about that. Yeah, SEO web design. I would like my issue though is Elementor started off as a page builder for people that know nothing about websites. If we're now moving into cloud territory, you got to be honest here, right? When you start to talk to a lot of people about cloud software, some of them are like, what? So I just feel like let's not alienate the basis of what the page builder was. Strengthen the page builder. Make the page builder still be the leader. Don't let it kind of slip amidst the ranks and disappear. Mike, sorry, I didn't answer your previous question. I don't keep copies of logins. Unless it's my client, I don't keep copies on my email for security reasons. Can you email me again? Okay. Pickstar. Yep. Hope you got that, yeah. So I had it then, but I don't keep them. Mainly because what I don't want is, I've just left it there and then somehow someone else gets hold of it, which they shouldn't. But I want to be able to go, nope, removed, deleted, gone. Well, I think that, look, I'm just reading what Carapace wrote. Yeah, cheers, Pickstar. So Doherty's, one of the major reasons... Right, so... I used to use WordPress. Liked it. This is long. Oh, God, 15 years ago now. 16 years ago. Was using it. A bit frustrated that I was always buying templates and themes, but hey, that was life. Wix came out. I liked it, used it, hated it after 1 month. Went back to WordPress. Then I found out about Squarespace. Thought about it, used it, hated it. Within 2 days, got my refund and out of there. Hated it. It was like Wix gone. It was like Wix drunk. It's like having a Wix website. It was like, oh, what are we doing? Just all over the place. And other page builders and stuff came and went, and I was never really liking them. And I kept going, no, I like to be in control of what I'm doing. That's the whole point, right? Otherwise, I might as well just stick to buying templates and themes. No, I want to build what I want to build, how I want to build it, for me and my clients. Elementor changed the game for me. It made it, it made it good. Now, if Elementor goes down the marketplace route, where you have a tight infrastructure, where you can only ever use certain plugins and features and shit that's part of a purchased marketplace structure like Wix. I mean, did you know that, like, I had a client, their website was on Wix before I got them to move over to WordPress. Yeah, Michael, I've got it, by the way, Michael. Not Michael. Pick, star. They had to, when they were using Wix, because of the marketplace approach and the infrastructure, they wanted a certain type of video and image. And Wix were like, yeah, here's the images. They had to pay $30 for 1 video and 3 images. I said to them, and we did a video call and I shared my screen, and I said to them, look at this. I'm using Canva. And on purpose, I went to Canva free. Not even Canva Pro, Canva free. And I went, look at this. That exact same video, because it was a construction safety video, so it was someone falling over. And the 3 images were in Canva free. What the heck? They were paying $32. It's not their fault. But this infrastructure, tight, secure infrastructure, marketplace, all of that. If Elementor go down that road, they will lose me. They will lose me. Because it's one of the major reasons I do not go down the Wix Squarespace route. Because then you are restricted. And Wix and Squarespace are not WordPress, right? That's why they have their infrastructure, their baby. They want to look after it. What can you use and what can't you use? Hold up a second. Elementor is on WordPress. And if we're now saying, hey, WordPress, Elementor, but you can only use what we let you use. Hey, Mark, like, I'm really sorry, yeah, but you're shitting on me now. You are shitting on me if you say, I have the freedom of WordPress, but I can only use this. And any add-ons that want to be part of this have to also pay. Well, if the add-ons have to pay to be part of this structure, then the costs for the add-ons will go up. Is this making sense? If you now get plugins that have to pay to be part of a marketplace, the free versions of some of those add-ons might disappear. So I'm just going to go back to the comments on here, right, because I've missed a lot. Doherty's, you've mentioned WS Form. Can you tell us a bit more about why you said WS Form? Doherty's, what is WS Form? I've never heard of that. Just reading the comments quickly. Don't want to milk money. I don't want to be a cow and get milked. I definitely don't want to get milked. So I hope you kind of agree with what I'm saying, yeah. I mean, Wix's inbuilt SEO is appalling. Has anyone ever seen the inbuilt system? It's appalling. And they make out, yeah, look, you pay this monthly fee, you get this inbuilt SEO solution. It's appalling. So, the issue I have is if Elementor start to make it like a restricted marketplace, and you got plugins that have to pay to be part of it, they might charge you more for that, number one. What if, like, you want to do something really crazy, amazing, and there is a plugin, and it's free. I was going to swear then, but it is free, okay, on WordPress, but you can't use it because you're on Elementor with a bulletproof infrastructure. But hold on, it's WordPress. Can you see the problem here? The whole point of WordPress was that you had this universe of developers and solutions. Oh, Mark, I can tell you now, I think they are definitely going... No, it's not just cloud. I'm thinking that it's going to eventually... I worry that it's eventually going to move into... Elementor now will be a tight system. That's my worry. That's my big worry. Who here thinks I'm talking crap? Just say it. Just say it. Hey, Imran, you're talking crap. By the way, anyone who's on here, don't forget to hit like if you're watching this video. Don't forget to let your friends and family know about it. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. I just dropped a link. That's where we continue conversations. It's where the community, we continue. We talk, we share. What we're working on, solutions, plugins. And it's not just about Elementor. We do talk about bricks. People on there talk about, well, Mark does, Harris, breakdance, other things as well. WP Tuts, Paul Charlton, he's part of the group as well. He pops along as well on the live chat sometime. And don't forget our website, websquadron.co.uk, where we have some exciting modules. I'm not going to say much more than that. Websquadron.co.uk. Just go. You might like it. You might not. Right, let's just see the comments coming in. Hey, Learn IT. No one's bothering. We're just talking about Elementor and where is it going to go in the future. Just reading. To be honest though, Mark, I think it's like, I think that as long as we're talking about solutions that we know will be of interest to people, then I think that's fine. You know what I mean? But like I said earlier, I don't think I'm ready mentally or physically to start playing around with breakdance. I think I'm more intrigued to play with bricks, mainly because the very first time I started using Elementor, I made a lot of mistakes and assumptions about settings or how to use it or how to get the best efficiency out of my methods. And it took me, I think, a good 2 months before I started thinking more clinically about how to use it. And I think I'll have the same with the bricks. Yeah, will do, Pickstar. I'll have a look at that. Oh, yes, right. So Mark Harris sent me a very interesting video. And I have to say, it does get me thinking a lot about how... one of the other reasons I loved using Elementor was I knew I could build a website and hand it over to a client. And if they didn't want to work with us, there was no care package. They could go away and do what they want. Hey, Chris from Philadelphia. Hope you're okay. However, with some other solutions, I think... So I've just got to accept some people into the group. Kenneth and Iraz, welcome to the Facebook group. Welcome. I've just accepted you guys in, all right? Just checking there's no one else that needs to join in. Just wait a minute. Right, okay, yeah. So, what was I talking about? Kevin Greery, yeah. Now, if you move to bricks or other solutions, the client could still learn. The client could still learn what to do. But I think there's a bigger chance of getting them onto a care package. Now, we're not here to milk our customers and clients. We're here to work with them. We're here to give them efficient solutions that are going to help them and their business. You don't want to rip off your client. You rip off your client and their business fails and their website shuts down. You can't show people, oh, look, we built that website, because the website's dead. And if the business fails, you want to show, hey, look, we built their website. 2 years on, they're still doing well. They're still growing. And if the website grows and scales up, they might come back to you to work with them and build extra components and stuff like that. So letting clients edit video, website content, I think there is something about, there's a yes and no about it, isn't there? What do you think, Mark? What do you think about it? Because obviously you've watched it as well and you sent it to me. What's your thoughts? Because with Elementor, I can give them the website and I know they can go away and do what they want. Most likely break it. But if you start to use another solution where they could work it out, but also there's an opportunity for you to provide the care package for the build and maintenance of it. Because I often get clients that say, oh yeah, I want a website that I can manage myself. And I kind of say to them, well, you know, maybe you need to change the terminology and wording we use, you know. Sorry, just reading the comments. Yeah, by the way, I do need to clarify. So like iPresident says, those 6 kids, they weren't my kids. One of them, I only have one son. That's enough, believe me. It was the other kids in the street. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, Mark, post it. Go for it, post it. It's an interesting video. Yeah, exactly, Kenneth. I think, I mean, what you're saying, Kenneth, is very similar to the kind of approach a lot of people do. I don't provide hosting anymore because it's a pain in the ass sometimes. But a lot of clients, there's a fair amount of clients that don't want a care hosting package because sometimes they think that the minute the website's built, they never have to worry or manage it again. And they sometimes don't understand, you know, WordPress updates, plugin updates, updates and stuff like that. And Mark, that's kind of my thought process as well. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? We need to kind of get, in a way, what you really want to be saying to your clients is, look, if you want a website that you can manage yourself, go and use GoDaddy. Go and use GoDaddy or Wix. Go and do that yourself. But if you want a proper managed website with proper solutions that you can scale up as your business grows and be secure and not fall over and, then it needs to have a care package and managed, you know? And it's almost like saying to them, when you buy, a lot of offices, when they buy a printer, do they look after the printer themselves? You know when you have the big full-scale industrial printers? Not industrial scale, but you know, the proper big printers in your office. They also have a care package, don't they, where it gets serviced once or twice a year, and if there's a problem. If they buy Dell computers for their office or whatever, they will have a support package for those computers, don't they? I mean, come on, if there was a problem with your computer, you could work it out yourself, but they always have a care package, don't they? So I think sometimes we are a little bit too easygoing and ready to go, yeah, okay, you want to look after it yourself. Here's a video to help you out. Go away and look after it yourself. I think now there's a potential to change our mindset a little bit. Yes, it's great for recurring income, but it's not just about the recurring income. Well, you know, it's like you got to have a think about it. It's a potential opportunity, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Support package designs, page layouts as well, Kenneth. Yep. I'm just reading the comments, all right. Yeah, so Chris, ACF, when would you use it versus pay? Well, the ACF is really, for me, going to be where I add on to the post. So, you know, like with the post fields, that's one of the main places I would use ACF. So if we were going to let them now, extra fields and whatever, so you can use them dynamically. That's kind of where I'd be using it. I would use it in addition to the page builder. I'm not one of those people that's confident enough to just use WordPress and ACF without a page builder. Nice one, Learn IT. Sunday actually is when I do have the live chats, when I don't always do it on a Sunday. So you know what? You're onto something there. I might use that now. I'm going to copyright that. No, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even if, say, I started using bricks more, if I like it, by the way, I've got to like it a lot. I still have clients and people on Elementor. Therefore, I'll still be using Elementor. I have upgraded websites to Elementor 3.7. I've not got an issue, Eddie. However, I don't use Crockablock. I don't use Elementor add-ons or anything like that. I'll have Elementor, Elementor Pro, Rank Math, Code Snippets, Duplicate Page, Auto-Optimize, WP Fastest Cache, Asset Cleanup, only if I've got WooCommerce, and I'm fine. I'm fine. I know some people have got Crockablock and there was issues. I know people that got happy add-ons and exclusive add-ons, whatever, and there were issues. So wait 1 week. Hey, Kester. But if you're like me, where you keep it really slim with the plugins you have on your website, so far for me, Elementor 3.7 has been fine. But make sure you got a backup. And if you're a little bit unsure, yeah, just make sure you got a backup. Go into your host, do a backup, and then go for the install. Let's just check the questions coming in. Kenneth, security risk of not updating. Exactly that. Things can break. Your mobile page. I like that, what Learn IT said about bonding. iPresident question. Any Elementor Pro users having problems with... no. I'm not having anything like that. I'm not sure about that. Are you using a child theme? What theme are you using, President of the United States? What theme are you using? Are you using Hello? Yeah, make the logo bigger. That's a good one. You don't get rich from hosting a service plan. It's a way for the client to worry about their website. Yeah, and also it kind of keeps that relationship, doesn't it? Yep, good point, Mark, about the CPTs on pages. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that 3.7.1 didn't come out, especially with the fact that if you update, you've got to update Elementor Pro first before you do Elementor 3.7. Did you know that? You got to do Elementor Pro first before you do Elementor. A lot of people are doing Elementor Pro, and then there's a problem. So you got to do Elementor Pro update first and then Elementor. I don't get the exact reason why. Happy add-ons usually are quite quick updating, by the way, so that's good to know, Eddie. Ba-da-ba-dang, ding, ding, tsh. My client, Saiji, how you doing? My client says using Elementor is not good for SEO page rankings. Okay, where did they get that from? Because I can tell you now, if you're using rank math, I tell you what your client is saying. Your client has read that it affects your performance. Remind your client that if you build the website well, your content, preload your fonts, WebP your images, optimize, minify your JavaScripting and CSS, right? Don't do too many intersections. So Saiji, I would go back to your client and go, where did they get that? Where did they get that? And do you know something? If a client comes to me and I say to them, and they try to contradict me and go, no, I kind of go, okay, find someone who agrees with you and works with you. Because if I'm telling you it works and we do and it works, you obviously know what you're doing. So go away and do it yourself then. I can be a bit blunt like that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, I would even say to clients, so what exactly is the issue? And then what exactly is the problem? Ah, right. Okay, Saiji. So the SEO agency that said this to him, what did they say was the solution? What did they say was the solution? So if they're saying don't use Elementor, what would they have told him to use? And number two, what would they have charged him to do his SEO? You can see through it, can't you, Saiji? They're trying to push their service, you know. They're trying to push their service. So what would they suggest instead? Hey, George, don't worry, mate. I know like you're catching up on stuff. Don't worry. I normally wait 1 week before updating. I don't wait 1 month, but at least a week. And I keep my ears open for noise and stuff. So, iPresident, you're using Astra Pro. I mean, Astra Pro has sometimes had issues when there's been an update. I use Hello. 99% of the time, I use Hello. If I'm using a directory website, I used a My Listing theme. But every other website is Hello. Unless I use Bricks. But that's another story. Yeah, exactly what Kenneth said there. It's about the content. It's about the content, Saiji. So I would say, Saiji, right? How did they recommend the website be built then, if not with Elementor, number one? Number two, were they going to charge to do their SEO? Yep, Zanti, how you doing? Oh, George is ignoring you. I'm not going to get into that conversation. You know, in fact, Saiji, I'll tell you what, Saiji, do you want to be really bold here? Do you have a name for this SEO agency? Just reading the comments here. Kenneth, can I tell you what, Kenneth, what you've just said, that's what I do. I have a test website. It's got over 30 plugins on. I took some off because I don't use them anymore, but there's over 30. And WooCommerce, loads of stuffs, loads of add-ons. And what I do is I update. And when I go and check the pages, I check it on mobile as well. Navigation menu still working, not broken. Pages, layout, scrolling, all of that. Click here, click there, cart, checkout, bum, 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 bum. All working fine. Let's go. I don't have happy add-ons on there. I don't have Premier add-ons. I don't have anything on there I don't use, right? So I only have on there the plugins that I use on mine or the client's websites. You're doing Divi. Wow, Santi. Interesting. George has got you working on Divi. This is interesting. Saiji, you've disappeared. Where you gone? Do you know what? Saiji, you got to come back. I love it when we start a conversation about something. But don't disappear on me. Come back, come back. We want to probe a bit more about this. Because I love it when another company out there goes, don't use Elementor. Now, I'm not defending Elementor because we know there's bloat. We know there's issues. We know there's imperfections. But when they make a statement like that, and I go, no, you can still use Elementor. You can still use rank math. You can still get your good SEO. You can still hit a high speed score, right? You can still do it. I don't like it when companies or people say, when they say stuff like that, but they can't back it up. Not you, Saiji, but the SEO agency. I really want them to back it up. Exactly what George says there. And I wonder, did they mean SEO or did they mean page performance? Because I don't think anyone has criticised Elementor for SEO. You could argue that if the performance is like that and it affects your core web vitals, it will impact on Google and all of that. So it has an effect on SEO, but they are different things. And like we've said already, WebP images, preload, minify your CSS and your JavaScripting, caching, e-icons, intersections, don't have many of them. Image sizes is for the mobile. Image sizes basically anywhere will make a big impact on your page speed performance. Yep, Kenneth, I believe that as well. SEO ninjas everywhere. You know, they're in the shadows, aren't they? Watch out for your SEO. And when you ask them a question, they sink into the shadows. They're like proper ninjas. Watch out for your SEO. Can you tell me more? No, wait, they're gone. You're like going, huh? I just asked you a question. Explain it more. What are you talking about? Come on, Saiji, come back. We're not having a go at you, Saiji, but we'd love to know more. Hey, Soren. Come on, look, you get the hey, Saiji, cool. You can't name it. Don't worry. I had a feeling you wouldn't. I got to ask, but you can't name them. Don't worry. Just check the comments. Well, what I would say, Saiji, right, is if your client has heard this from the SEO agency, either you or the client go back and go, right, so what would you use? What would you use to build a website then? In fact, go back with 3 questions. What would you use instead of Elementor? They'll probably say bricks, but what would you use? Number 2, can they explain exactly how Elementor affects the SEO? And number 3, can they confirm that those same issues would not occur if they used the solution that they're going to use in number 1? So what would you use instead? Can they explain how Elementor impacts on the SEO? And what do they mean exactly? And number 3, can they be sure that what the solution they use in option 1 will stop the issues that they claim occur with Elementor in option 2? Can they do all of that? So basically, we want them to get from option 1. Sorry, let me get this right. We want to go from option 1, which is here, option 2, and option 3. Can they clarify that they can stop this? I bet they can't. This is where, right, what happens is when you ask people a question, you get a massive email back and you go, you haven't answered a question. All they've done is gone to Wikipedia or Bertha, typed in SEO. Bertha gives them like all this bit about SEO is the acronym for Site Engine Optimization. You know what I love? You know what I love? You know what I love? You know when people write SEO optimization? Have you seen that? Hey, Dave. Dave, my main man. How you doing? Are you Who here does this? I'd love to know if you do it. Who here accidentally writes SEO optimization? So many times I get email from people going, "Hey, we're an SEO company," and they write, "We are experts in SEO optimization." And I really want to go back to them and say, "So you're site engine optimization." So you optimize you optimize the optimized bit. I always find it a bit crazy. Makes me laugh. Always makes me laugh. And I get it because they're clarifying it, but you're better off saying SEO bracket site engine optimization close bracket. But who here has seen that? Who here does it? Who here does it? You know? Or but it makes me laugh. It always makes me laugh. And it's when they mention it 2 or 3 times in their email, you know. I don't know, it just makes me laugh. Sorry, I was just thinking about an email I had a few weeks ago. I agree with what Kenneth says as well. So your page speed performance, your SEO, all of that becomes a bit negligible unless you put in the time to make sure the flow of your website, the content, the problems you claim you're going to solve with a product or a service, if you don't make that clear and all of that. Hate Learn IT. Yeah, I don't use WP Rocket. I use Auto-Optimize Learn IT, which works really well for me. But yeah, hello, Elementor, Rank Math, WP Rocket. A lot of people use that. Perf Matters, Auto-Optimize are a pretty good bunch, I say, to use. John, confession there, you do. I can get why people say it though, because clients hear the word SEO a lot. But I don't think they know what it means, the acronym in itself. Oh no, George, is Atareem down? I know I think they're running some updates, aren't they? I think they're running some updates. I've never used Loginizer. I've never used... Is that a free plugin or a paid plugin, Kenneth? I love that, Kenneth. Oh dear, Pickstar. But yeah, hello, Elementor, Rank Math. Sometimes I get a bit fed up of the Rank Math settings. Sometimes I get a bit fed up of just how many tabs and stuff there is to go through. You know, I wish it was... Yes, PAT testing. That's a good one as well, John. I used to see that a lot as well. And everyone used to think, well, I remember people trying to work out what the PAT bit stood for. And they just thought it was just a well-known a phrase or something. But yeah, portable appliance testing. And then you say the word testing again. So it's a bit like... yeah, so they integrated with main WP, Atareem did. And I wonder if there's been a short circuit somewhere. Oh, okay, Kenneth, Loginizer. Okay, and it's free. Do you know what? I'd be worried to install that because I'd probably lock myself out. There's been times when I've gone to a client website and I'm like, oh crap, did I change my password on the website or not? And I'm like, did I put an S in the middle of that password or not? Like, did I accidentally put an S in when I shouldn't have done, but now I've got to remember, did I put it in or not? Oh no, let me try it with it. Nope. Let me try it without. Oh yeah. That has happened to me. Okay, that has happened to me. It was a client's website. Their company had a name. I put an S in the middle accidentally when it shouldn't have had an S. And when I logged in, It wasn't the website name. It was something that would was associated or whatever. And I couldn't remember. I got it wrong. Luckily, I had access to their hosting, so I could go in via that route and reset. But it was, yeah, problem. Okay, Learn IT. This looks quite good. Business to business, business to client, customer. Obviously, you know your business to business. Is that now going to be sitting behind like a password area? Is it you got to register as a business before you get access to a special page with special products, like Paid Membership Pro? So it's free. Paid Membership Pro is free. They don't have to pay to be a business, but if they register as a business, and they have to be approved by you before they are classed as a business to access a certain page. Maybe? Or am I overthinking it? Don't forget to like everyone. Please don't forget to join our Facebook group as well. And of course, if you want to learn more about business or marketing. This looks really wrong, innit, if I sit there doing this. Mastery modules, right? Websquadron.co.uk. Websquadron.co.uk, right? code.co.uk.co.uk. All right? I'm just sounding it out for you. You know, chill out. I am gonna end the live chat in about 3 minutes. Just so you guys can all get on with other stuff. I know a lot of you don't get on with a lot of work. I know some of you do, but some of you don't. And I really want you to get back on with your work. George, you know when you said free builders? What are they using then? Please tell me they switched to Elementor. Oh no, switched to Divi. Okay. Wow. SP Builder, Elementor, and WP Baker. I never get why people always go down this route of having so many on there. Ah, that's very interesting from Mark. Register as a business and the price is changed. Very interesting. Based on the user role. That's a very interesting concept there. Big X, not used Divi in a while. Saiji, I don't do, look, I don't use child themes. I use code snippets if I need to do anything. I don't build custom plugins. I have to be honest, mainly because I think I could work it out and work stuff out. However, do I have the time to sit there developing stuff like that? No. So I'm really sorry that I don't do that. The thing is though, Ken, if you're working on 2 websites, however, do you find yourself distracted? So I want you to get back onto focusing on your work, okay? Pickstart, I will look at it this afternoon, all right? I will look at it this afternoon. No. I'm not threatening, but this is like one of those TikTok videos, isn't it, where they're like that. Get it! Right. Oh my goodness, they went to Fiverr. Well, that doesn't surprise me, George. What you've just written there does not surprise me. I can tell you now, and if you are a good designer developer and you're on Fiverr and you're good and honest, I respect you. But you cannot deny the majority, and I can say that, the majority of people on Fiverr are not, I'm going to use the word expert loosely. They don't know what they're doing. And they're using Nitro Pack for, I'll improve your page speed score. They just activate ludicrous mode on Nitro Pack. Or they're going to build a website. They just use a template or a theme. They use Storefront from Astra. There's no customization other than the logo and the images and some of the colors, right? There is a lot of So, Eddie, when it comes to CSS, code snippets does work. Pro, it does work. Are you finding issues with it? Ah, well, Kenneth, when you say you're working on your own website, to be honest, we all take ages on our own websites, don't we? But yeah, George, if you have a website built with anyone from Fiverr, and I mean the majority, not everyone, the majority, you're just going to get a quick, easy solution where they can get a lot of money for doing as little work as possible. I know it's controversial for me to say that, but I'm saying it because I've worked with so many clients that used Upwork or Fiverr for a website, and what they got back was tragic. I was trying to think of a word that's not going to offend everyone. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. And it's overloaded with plugins. It was almost like the developer installed 5 or 6 plugins and they never even solved the problem, but they've left the plugins on, activated, auto-enable. And you go, what? Like, what? The worst ones are when someone had Rank Math Yoast and 2 other SEO plugins. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? Or they've got like image optimization. So when an image loads up, it optimizes it. They had Smush, Imagify, Robin Optimizer, and Images to WebP. This is a long time ago because I think the Images to WebP is now gone. It's now a dead plugin. But why? What the heck? All 4 of them were activated to optimize the image when it's loaded. You got 4 of them activated. What are you doing? I got you, Kenneth. I got you. That's quite interesting. That if you go left, you get that. If you go right, you get to Fiverr. Ugh. Do you really want to do that? Don't do that. You could be driving people away from your website. But then again, if you're making very clear, look, you want you get me. I'm sat here in a bathtub, naked. There's your hero image. Or do you want to get problems? Then go over here. Oh, the thing is, though, Learn IT, to be honest, though, getting 95% on GT metrics ain't that difficult. It's not that difficult to get 100% A score, can't even get it, A score, right? Grade A, 199% on GT metrics ain't difficult, but a lot of them, they just put Nitro Pack on. $70 plugins. I would run away at this point. I would say to the client, right, are you happy to sit with me and go over what do you want to achieve on that website? And are you open to start again or remove loads of plugins? In fact, I would say, if someone had 70, this is where I get scared. Because sometimes you want to remove a plugin because you're not sure about it and it breaks the whole goddamn website because it was integral for something stupid. Like, this plugin allows you to put some of your text in bold. You go, huh? What? And it's like a plugin that's... Maybe it's a plugin that came out 8 years ago. It's not been updated in 5 years. It doesn't, it's not even, it's not, it won't, it stopped, it doesn't even work with the current WordPress version. It's never been tested. There's not been a single update or a comment on it for 5 years. And the client goes and puts it on and you go, what? You went and installed a plugin that came out 8 years ago. It's not been updated in 5 years. There's no further work on it. It even says this will work with WordPress version 4. Well, we're now on version 6, right? We're now on version 6. And the client goes, yeah, but it was available and it's free. Yeah. Yeah, so's a slap in the face. A slap in the face I can give you for free, and it's been available for donkey's years. But I ain't going to give you a slap in the face. Right, look everyone, I need to get on with some other stuff, right? I do need to get on with some other stuff. Got some other questions and emails that have come through. Pixar, I will check it out later, all right? Okay, exactly, Big X. Do you know what I mean? Vulnerabilities. You go, but your website could be vulnerable. Not really. I've not had any sexual message come through. No, I mean vulnerable to hacking. Yeah, but I look after my bank accounts. No, your website could have a problem. They don't get it, do they? And this is where I sometimes go, right, am I exhausting oxygen out of my flipping lungs? No. Am I exhausting carbon from my lungs to explain something and I'm not getting anywhere? Right, I'm going to move on. Because if they don't get it, then, and they don't respect what you're saying or advising them to help them out and make things more efficient or better or more secure, just think what will happen later on when you try to get the homepage signed off. When you try to get them to agree, when you try to get their PayPal account details, their Stripe secret key. My secret key? How will I know what the secret key? It's a secret. No, go to your Stripe account. Yes. Go to developers, but I'm not a developer. No, click developer, Stripe key. I can't see the key. No, it's not a key. It's Stripe key. It says Stripe key. It's in the right-hand side. I can't see a key. No, forget the key. But you said key, and it's nothing stripy. No, it's not a stripe. It's not a key that is striped like a tiger. It is a Stripe key. And you're like this. You're talking to them. They can't see you, and you're like this. It's over there. Who does that? Yeah. Hey, it's all fun at the end of the day, right? It's all fun. Okay, look, take care, George. Take care, everyone. Right, Aways. Okay, you're new in WordPress. The only way you're going to become an expert is experimentation. Right? Aways, do you drive Aways? Aways. So Aways, can you answer a few questions? Do you drive? Do you play computer games? Tell me your favourite computer. Right, number 1, what is your favourite computer game? Number 2, do you drive? Number 3, can you cook? Favourite computer game? Can you drive? Can you cook? Get ready for the analogies, people. Favourite computer game? Can you drive? Can you cook? There's no right or wrong answer, by the way. So come on, answer those questions. Come on, Away. I'll give you a minute, Aways. If you don't reply, I'm actually ending the call anyway. But if you reply quick, I'm going to give you an analogy and explain. Favourite computer game? Do you drive? Do you cook? These analogies will blow your mind, people. They'll blow your mind. So come on, Aways. By the way, I like the avatar you got there. Right? Yeah. CSGO. What the hell is CSGO? What is CSGO? What is CSGO? Right, you ride a bike. Yes, you can cook. Right, what is CSGO? Before we talk, Aways, what is CSGO? What is CSGO? What is this? Is it a computer game? What is CSGO? Oh, counters. Do you mean Counter-Strike? Global Offensive? Do you mean Counter-Strike? Counter-Strike, right. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Right. Okay, yeah. Got it. Who else Googled it? Was it just me? Right. Okay, right. Soom, I don't play it. I'm more of a Final Fantasy, which sounds even more like a flipping porn thing, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Let's answer your questions. How did you become good on CS:GO, Aways? How did you learn to ride a bike? How did you learn to cook? Answer those questions. Right? So come on then. And I'm going to give you a link, Aways, that I definitely think you need to consider. You need to look at these links. You need to consider them. You don't consider them? Well, it's your loss. But, Aways, I've just added in 3 more questions now. How did you learn and get good on CS:GO? How did you learn to ride a bike? How did you learn to cook? How did you learn? Right, so just by trying, that's it. Exactly. So with CS:GO, did you watch YouTube videos? Did you watch YouTube videos of people doing stuff? Of trying out your own strategy? Do I use this weapon or that weapon? Do I use a rocket launcher? Right, practicing, right? With the bike, you fell off. You couldn't balance. Right? You worked out what is the best place to be. And you worked it out. What about with cooking? You watch someone, right? So, what you got to do is go and look at our channel. We've got videos, site tutorials. But you're going to have to play and learn and understand what kind of websites do you want to build. Shop websites, landscape websites, portfolios, basic websites, one-page websites. You got to play and learn and all of that. You could, if you want, use local WP on your machine. Use the Elementor Pro license or Elementor, and without even doing any hosting or domain, just build and play and experiment. Get good at it. Understand WordPress. Understand plugins. Understand solutions. Start to formulate. If someone says to me they want a shop website, this is what I would do. Unless the client wants something different. You got to think about all of these things.
Still on the live chat.
I'm still on the live chat. He's coming on. You still on the live chat?
I just came back.
Right, I'm about to cut off now. Look, Aways. Experiment, okay? Because a lot of us, I may be wrong. I may be wrong, right? I may be wrong, but I was not taught. I found out about WordPress 15 odd years ago, sometime around then, and I started using it. I got better at it. I started using different solutions. That's what you do. So, SQL in my day job or when I used to work in the NHS, I wasn't taught SQL. Let me tell you now. I worked it out and did it myself. Excel. No one taught me how to use Microsoft Excel and do formulas and algorithms and modeling and all of that. You learn it yourself. You find, you might watch a video, you might read a book or something, but there wasn't anyone telling me what to do. You will find your way. You really will. And you will start to, you will get a feeling for what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? And what methodology do you like to do? Right, everyone, I'm shooting off. Take care, all of you, right? I'm going to say goodbye. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Don't forget about the web mastery modules. And, of course, stay safe. Don't eat too many fish and chips. Doner kebab, well, that's a different thing. And, of course, we love our burgers, don't we? Meaty, meaty burgers.
You mean my burgers, because I made McDonald's burgers today and patties.
Whatever. But you gotta love the burger. Right, okay, everyone, look, take care, right? Hope to see you all soon on the live chat. I'll be back tomorrow. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Don't forget our Facebook group. Don't forget the websquadron.co.uk. Mastery modules. Take it easy.
Goodbye.